Okay, I'm back here working on the fender again for the 64 Impala. I've got the patch cut out and I am fixing to weld it on there. Today is Saturday. Didn't get started too early this morning. I guess it was about maybe 10 o'clock I got out here. But right now it's a little after 2 in the afternoon. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tacking this, spot welding this patch panel in, and I will come back shortly and show y'all how it comes out. So see y'all in a few minutes. Thank you. Okay guys, I'm back, still in the garage working on this patch. I got it done, so it is patched up, covered up, and I'm fixing to give it the first layer of fiberglass on here. So I'm going to mix up some fiberglass real quick and put that first layer on, and then probably call it a day. It's about 7:30 in the evening, so I just want to get this done, put some fiberglass on it. Got this done, and then among some other things that I had to do around here, so I finally got back to this project. Anyway, I did finish it for now. I did run out of wire on the welder. I had to go buy some more wire. Move my hand there. Take this off the tripod. Had to go buy some wire for the welder, so I just went ahead and bought a 10-pound roll there, spool. So that ought to last me a while. So got that done. Anyway, I'm going to mix up some fiberglass and I'm going to stick that layer on there, and I'll check back here a little bit, see how that first layer comes out, and then I'm going to call it quits. About had it with that fender for today anyway. So I'll be back here shortly. I'll put that first layer on, so be back in a few. Okay guys, I'm back on the 64 fender. Before I put the fiberglass Bondo on, I kind of ran a straight edge or level across this, and it seemed like it was pretty good. I had a low spot here, so then I went ahead and put, you know, the layer of fiberglass, but then I started sanding, and I have a high spot here, and I had a question if anybody could answer it. I don't know why it ended up high here. This is where I did my welding, probably from this point, this point across, down here, and right up in here. There's one of the welds right there. The problem is that high spot is right there. If you can see my straight edge, there's the high spot, and that's how much Bondo I would have to put in to kind of make this panel level or straighter. As I come down here, it comes pretty good there. Anyway, I tried hammering this high spot down, and I can't get it to go down. It's right in this area, and I beat on it with the hammer and dolly, and I guess I beat on it so much that I made the metal kind of weak. So now I have like I guess they call it like an oil can effect. It's not really that much, because what I've seen from an oil can is if you push the metal down, it kind of flexes. Well, this is pretty solid, but if I take my hand, push it down, it goes in. So that creates that. If you can see it there. So when I take my hammer and dolly and try to straighten it out, it just pops back out to that high spot. So if I put my hammer underneath the bottom of the fender and my dolly on top, and try to straighten this piece of metal out, all it ends up doing is it just pops back out, just like that. So there's my high spot. So I don't know what I did wrong or what I need to do to fix that. I'm thinking I surely can't put that much Bondo to where it would even up back here. I don't want to do that. You know, you could, but I guess you could, but from what I could feel before I started this, I mean, this was pretty much even. High spot here, it drops down here. When I welded my metal, the weld is right here. This low spot is here. So I don't really think I warped the panel. I might have, but I mean, I didn't get the panel hot enough to warp it. I take my time on the spot welds. I don't weld that many at one time. I weld 1 or 2, 3, and then I stop. I let the metal cool, and then I'll grind it down a little bit, you know, and then I'll stop and I'll blow some air on the metal, and then I'll also, you know, weld another 2 or 3 spot welds in different areas, and then I get my grinder, grind them down. And so I don't feel like I warped the panel, but apparently something happened here. So I don't know what happened. If anybody has any ideas of what to do, I've beat on this metal. I probably beat on it too much already, and that's why it creates it. Like I said, it's an oil. I guess what I've seen, an oil can effect. It's not really flexing when you push down. It's quite a bit of pressure. I guess right here it is. But if you really put pressure right there in the center, then it's going to go in. And then of course it'll just pop right back out. So if anybody has any suggestions of what I did or what I can do, I really appreciate y'all's help. If anybody has any suggestions. I thought I was doing pretty good on this patch, and I was gonna have it done, and then, like I said, I put that layer of fiberglass and I start sanding, and before I put the layer of fiberglass, everything felt pretty good. I didn't really feel a high spot there. I did feel a little bit of a high spot, but I figured I could fill it in. When I ran my straight edge across the top, you know, I had maybe an 1/8 inch or so less, you know, right in here where, so I said that's not bad. So I went to do that, and anyway, I think by beating on it, I made it worse. I know I did. It came out a whole lot higher, and I can't get it down. Like I said, I put my dolly underneath and hammer it, and I just can't get that spot out. So that's where I'm at. I give up for today. I'm gonna go try to upload this video, and maybe somebody has a suggestion. I did all that work for nothing, it looks like. The only other option that I know of is maybe get this whole piece here. I know you can get a bigger section of this lower fender. They sell that. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I believe I'm pretty sure they have. But man, that was time consuming, and then to end up with this. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and if you have any suggestions, just put them on your comments and see if I can solve this issue. Thanks again for watching.